Welcome to episode 17 of Garrett's Football Show. I said last week that the episode 16 was the second to last. That was a lie. I don't know, for some reason I thought there were only 17 weeks of football. And maybe because on my little calendar thing that I have here, the 18th week, I don't know. But apparently there's 18 weeks of football. So lucky for everyone, this is the second to last episode of Garrett's Football Show. And there's going to be another one next week. But enough of that. I just had to clear that up for all the people who might have been worried. Oh, he's not doing an 18th episode. I am. But yeah, just doing what we do every time. Back again for, I think, the fourth time. Introduction if you want.
Nah, nothing.
He doesn't have to say it. It's Camby. You know who it is.
Exactly.
Last week, my predictions, 11-5. You know, I'm not even going to get excited about it at this point. I think we all know I'm good for it. We're moving on to higher things. You know, it doesn't even feel as cool anymore, and I got it right.
Consistency.
Yeah, consistency. I got the Saints and Browns game wrong. Saints won that game. I thought it would be the Browns. I got the Giants and Vikings game wrong. I called the Giants. Vikings won that. The Vikings, at this point, they're becoming like the Eagles for me, where it's hard to reasonably say that. Not like the Eagles where they're that good, but
no, I know, because you don't trust the Eagles.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and it's getting hard for me to reasonably say I don't trust them. Reasonably say it. I still don't trust them.
Oh, it's hard for you to say that. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say, like, okay, yeah, the Eagles can't do it. I don't think they can, but like, if an Eagles fan was right next to me and they were saying, "What's your reasonable reason?" I wouldn't have one. I mean, every one-score game they've figured out a way to win. They have the best wide receiver this season.
100%. I think
they have a good run game.
Might be the best in the league. Definitely this season.
It's not enough. Definitely this season. It's not enough. It's not enough time. It's not enough time.
True.
It's not enough time.
But yeah, go ahead.
But the Vikings, yeah, they're getting hard for me to not talk good about. Texans beat the Titans, weird. And, you know, who was the other one? Packers beat the Dolphins. So all the ones I missed were...
Packers, Dolphins,
yeah, Packers beat the Dolphins. All the ones I missed were interesting ones, but let's get into a game that I got right that, you know, maybe a part of me wishes I wouldn't have got right. We are going to start with the Colts just because I want to get over it and just get it done. I was going to start with the Steelers with my teams, but now at the moment I'm just saying, you know, let's just do Colts.
Let's get them out of the way.
We suck. We should tank. Do not get any of the QBs that are going to be free next year. We need to draft one. We need a new coach. And Jim Irsay, with all the respect in the world, I'm speaking to you directly now. Hire people that we need and that you trust and you vet out. That is all your decision. Hire them and then take like 20 steps back and enjoy being a billionaire owner of the Colts who gets to go to every game, front seat, have a relationship with the players, have a great life. You know, I can't tell anyone how to live their life. You know, if you want, it's your team. I don't own it. If you want to do and own the team and also be the coach / GM / draft guy, you do that. But I'm just saying, if you want to listen to my humble opinion, stop it. Next year, just watch and let people do their job. You can say whatever you want about the Colts after.
Man, I think you did it perfectly. Yeah, I think we've already been tanking. I know you said we need to tank. I think we've been tanking. I think since we've benched Ellinger again for Ryan. I don't know. I think ever since then we've been really tanking. I think that's when we lost to who?
Raiders was Jeff Saturday's first game.
Right. I think we lost to the
Commanders and the Patriots in that window, I think, probably.
I think it might even been after that.
Really? When we first benched Ellinger? No, because when
we benched Ellinger, yeah.
Yeah, because Jeff Saturday came in and said, "I'm starting Matt Ryan."
That's right. So it was the Raiders game.
So it was the Raiders game
because he played the Patriots game and they did terrible.
Yeah. He took him out on the Patriots game.
So yeah, I think we've been tanking for a few weeks now. But who knows whether we're trying to or not? We're gonna be there. We'll be all right.
Yeah, and
hopefully we draft well.
That's lit. I think I said it the last time you were on. I said it definitely with Aaron last week. If we're not gonna have a good season, our out of season, our like out of season, like storylines and what's going on was going to be humongous. Whether we get a quarterback stupidly,
right,
or whether we draft one, and if we draft a good one or a bad one, I feel like a lot of NFL talk is going to be on the Colts this out of season.
Yeah. So off season is going to be big for sure.
Off season, that was the weird word I was looking for. I couldn't find it. Off season. But that's the Colts, man. Moving on to definitely the more interesting of my two teams, and the team with the most to go for this year still, and the team with the most I feel like coming in the future, the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to just say right now, I think it's crazy that we have a rookie QB that didn't start the first 3 weeks, and our best player was hurt for most of the season, and we still have a road to the playoffs in probably the most competitive division in football, and easily the most easily the hardest conference in football. Division's the smaller one, conference is the whole AFC.
Right.
Yeah, easily the hardest conference, and probably the hardest division in football, if not second. Look at Mike Tomlin, and look at the Steelers, and look at Kenny Pickett. I feel like I've been talking about the Steelers all season, and everywhere I look, it's easy to just forget about the Steelers. It's easy to just say, like, the Steelers aren't good because the way we win doesn't look good. We don't finish in the red zone. We don't do this and that. But I'm telling you, right now, I'm pulling it up. Since our bye week, we started off bad the bye week, but since our bye week, Kenny Pickett has, in my opinion, led one of the best win streaks in football, or one of the best 7 games in football the last 7-8 weeks. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. We lost to the Dolphins, then we lost to the Eagles, then we had our bye week. Mm-hmm. We beat the Saints. We lost to the Bengals 30-37 in a game we should have won. We beat the Colts on Monday Night Football. We beat the Falcons. We lost to the Ravens by 2 points. We beat the Raiders, and now we have the Ravens and the Browns to end the season. So we lost 2 games in a 6-game span. 1 to Bengals, a division rival, Joe Burrow, by 7 points, that we had multiple chances to win. In a game to another division rival, the Ravens, that we also had a chance to win. We did terrible scoring, didn't finish in the red zone again, 14-16. I mean, if you want to look at these teams and say none of them are good, Saints aren't that good, okay. Colts are the Colts, we just talked about that. Falcons aren't that good, okay. Panthers aren't that good, okay, they could get to the playoffs. I mean, Raiders aren't that good, okay, they've just been share Carr. You could say that, but I think we have to give Pickett his credit of being such a good rookie. He is a above average rookie, and I think no one is talking about it, and I get why, because he's not, I think he's flashy, but he's not outwardly flashy right now. Mm-hmm. But it's, what can you say about the Steelers, and what can you say about Pickett right now that is not like mostly praised for him being a rookie?
Like you said, I think the Steelers have a good future. Like I think like you said, Pickett is looking really good. I don't know. I don't know why. Now that you say that, I think you're right. Like nobody's really talking about it, but he's been having a really good season. He's definitely, who else is rookie quarterback this year?
And that's why there's really none. I think he's the main one.
Yeah. So
it was a bad draft for quarterbacks last year, for sure.
So maybe that's why nobody's talking about it. But like you said, he's having a solid year. Definitely. I think they have their quarterback for the future, at least right now. Like, at least for right now.
Yeah, unless something happens, if he stays healthy, God willing, he has the talent to just get better and better each year. That's what I'm seeing from him.
Yeah.
In a division with Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. And now Deshaun Watson, who's looked ass this year, but maybe he comes back. Who knows what if he gets better, but think about the quarterbacks in that division. Yeah,
it's a deep division, but he's been holding his own.
Definitely. And all that being said, like when you look at they're 7-8 right now. They're right within the AFC. The Patriots 7-8, the Jets 7-8, and the Titans 7-8 are all ahead of us. Mm-hmm. We're 7-8 as well. We still have a road to get to the playoffs. So we need the Dolphins to lose at the Patriots this week at home. And we need to lose... No, not at home. We need the Dolphins to lose to the Patriots this week. But it's in New England. Mm-hmm. And then... But which is weird, because I thought the Colts played the Patriots. No, we played the Giants.
Giants.
Yeah. And then The Steelers. Back to the Steelers. I'm sorry, I had a little brain fart there. We need the I have to wait. We need the Jets to. Oh no, I just got fumbled. My bad.
So the Dolphins to lose.
We need the Dolphins to lose to the Patriots, and we need the Jets to lose. And we need Dolphins to lose to the Patriots and the Jets.
Yeah.
The Dolphins need to lose to the Patriots and the Jets. Wow.
Yeah.
We need the Jets to lose at Seattle. Wow. In week 17, and we need the Patriots to lose in week 18. Okay, that could happen.
Definitely possible.
So the Dolphins got to lose out. The Jets have to lose this specific game to the Seahawks. The Jets have to lose to Seattle.
Mm-hmm. And then the Patriots have to lose to the Dolphins and then beat the.
No, they have to lose to the Bills.
You're right. So lose to the Dolphins and lose to the Bills. No, beat the Dolphins.
Yeah,
they beat the Dolphins and lose to the Bills.
And then the Jets
got to lose to
the Dolphins.
Seahawks and the Dolphins. Seahawks week 17, Dolphins week 18.
Yeah, if you're watching this, I probably started it sounding terrible explaining that. But that's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a Hail Mary.
It is. But it could happen, and of course we'd have to win out. I didn't mention that, but I feel like that goes without saying.
And I just realized that Tua he's out.
For the season. Yeah, he is out for the season. That's...
Did they say for the season?
Well, no, they didn't.
I think they just benched.
Yeah, they benched him for this game.
Yeah. He should be out for the year.
Exactly, and that's why I said that, because I think he should be out for the year too. And then we'd have to beat the Ravens on Sunday Night Football this Sunday, and we'd have to beat the Browns. We could do both of those things, but it's tough. We have a lot that could happen. I think the biggest thing I'm saying is the fact that we're able to put ourselves in that position is just a knock to the Steelers. We didn't have T.J. Watt for half the season, and we had a rookie quarterback that came in 3 games in and has been learning on the fly, with a rookie wide receiver who's probably our second best wide receiver, if not our first. If you want to keep it at Deontay Johnson, personally I'm not, but it is Deontay Johnson. He is our wide receiver one, and we could get to the playoffs. That's the only big thing I'm saying about the Steelers. You probably don't have much to say.
No, not about the Steelers really. I like the direction they're going though.
Yeah, I like the direction they're going. And I'm not going to forget the team we beat, the Raiders. Just this news that I wanted to say. Jack Daniels, or is that his name? No, it's not Jack Daniels. Josh McDaniels is benching Derek Carr the rest of the season for Jarrett Stidham. And I think I just wanted to put a highlight on how terrible of an idea that is. Carr's been the franchise quarterback for the Raiders for how many years? I mean, I don't want to say a decade, but at least 7 or 8 years. I can, but I can't really remember a time when the Raiders didn't have him. I mean, I can, but not really. And he's not a great quarterback. I'd say he's a top 15, 13, maybe top 10 if you really want to argue it. Mm-hmm. But he's a top 15 at worst, top 10 at best quarterback in the league, and he's been that for at least 5 years. Josh McDaniels is just coming in his first year. I feel like it's just an example of coaches having way too much power and being able to not ruin, because it's probably going to be best for him in the long run to leave the trash-ass Raiders, because the Raiders are a bad organization as a whole. So it's not ruining his career, but it's putting a stain on it that's wow. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how you feel about it. Yeah, he's had a bad year, but I don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty dumb to bench him. I know there's only 2 games left, but still, it's pretty disrespectful, especially if he's healthy.
And I mean...
So, yeah, I don't know what's going on in the background, the behind the scenes or whatever. But, yeah, I don't agree with that at all. I think they've been out of the playoffs for, weeks now, so it really doesn't mean anything, but at the same time... Well, it's the principle.
They're not going to get there.
No.
But they could. They're not eliminated. But they're 12th. They're not going to get there.
No. They're behind you guys.
Yeah.
And you guys need a lot.
Facts. Exactly. So, yeah, the Raiders aren't going to get there. But even the fact that they still could get there and they're benching him, I feel like that makes it even more disrespectful.
Facts. It definitely does.
Because now it's not even like you want to win out and then put it in the hands of the playoff gods.
Right.
You're just kind of, or maybe you do think you can win out and you do a Jarrett Stidham, which is
like
worse.
They got the Niners this week, so they're throwing them in the fire.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're about to get toe up. Whatever the Niners spread is, I want it.
You think Josh McDaniels could be the coach next year? I would think he probably will be, and I think that's sad.
Yeah, he sucks though.
He does, and I think he will be the coach, and the Raiders are gonna suck.
Yeah.
Derek Carr definitely leaving.
I would say so.
Yeah.
After getting benched.
Yeah.
For sure. I think his contract's up, isn't it?
I think he signed, because I just was watching on ESPN. I think he signed a contract extension just last year, but it's something where he's easy to trade and they'd only have to take like $5 million of a hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like something crazy, like where they can like loophole it.
Type shit. Yeah, I have no idea about his contract.
But I just don't like that. I think that was a stupid decision by Josh McDaniels, and now they're either going to have to draft a quarterback or try to pick one up in the offseason, but I don't think that's a good idea. That's all I had to say about the Raiders. It's just big mistake. How about you?
Yeah, same thing. Bad move. McDaniels is a pretty bad quarterback, but my bad, not quarterback, coach. But yeah, all around as a team, the Raiders aren't very good. Terrible offensive line, even worse defense. Like, it's definitely not Derek Carr's fault, even though, like you said, he's been playing pretty bad this year. So that's all I really got to say about the sorry-ass Raiders.
Same. All right. That is my teams and a little bit of Raiders talk. Now we're going to just move into what we've been doing like the last 3 weeks, is just to look at the playoff picture. First, we're going to go AFC. So, since last week, now the Bills still at number 1. They haven't clinched the conference, but they officially have clinched the division, which is very big considering where the Dolphins started out this season and where the Patriots and Jets were like, towards the middle. But the Dolphins are now at 7th. The Bills are at 1 clinched division, so they get 1 playoff game at least. 1 home playoff game at least. Chiefs are 2nd, still clinched the division. Bengals at 3rd, officially clinched the division, so that's big. And then the biggest thing that's happened in the AFC since last week is now the Jacksonville Jaguars are officially ahead of the ahead of who? Titans. Ahead of the Titans. Yeah, for lead of the AFC South. So that game 18 matchup, I think it's going to be against Jacksonville and the Titans. That's going to be basically a game for the AFC South.
Yeah, I think they said regardless of what happens this week, whoever wins that game is going to go to the playoffs.
I think I saw that too. So that's basically a playoff. That's like an early playoff game.
Facts.
The Jaguars versus the Titans. Whoever wins that game is going to be in the playoffs. And I think the only thing I want to say about that is just the Jaguars is I called it. I said that the Jaguars, like week 2, week 3, I said they're going to win. I think it was the first week Aaron came on. I said they're going to win the AFC South. I think it was right after they beat the Colts, but they're going to win the AFC South. Mm-hmm. Trevor Lawrence is going to get to a playoff game, lose the first one, and that's all. I'd be very impressed. Your second year, you get to the playoffs, win your division, you win in the first round of the playoffs, and I would be excited about that. And right. I think that's what's going to end up happening, and that's what I want to say about the Jaguars. Like, Trevor Lawrence is looking to be like the talent he is. Now moving on continuously with the AFC playoff pictures, the Ravens have clinched the playoffs. Not the division. They're right below the Bengals at 5. And the Chargers have clinched the playoffs, which is great, I think, because now for the first time we're going to get to see Justin Herbert in the playoffs. So that's just good TV.
Yep.
Dolphins at 7th. They're the team that I think is going to be skirting out. Well, yeah, they are. They're the only one. Yeah, every single other team has clinched the playoffs. And then we have that AFC South game we already talked to.
Right.
So the Dolphins are the team slipping out. And I think the big thing about that is just... is that a disappointment of the season if they don't get to the playoffs, considering everything that they've gone through? But still, if they don't get to the playoffs after the start they had, beating the Bills, beating the Ravens.
Yeah, I would say so. Just huge disappointment.
Huge.
Even though Tua is probably out for the year, I'd still say it's a huge disappointment if they don't make the playoffs. For sure. Especially after the year, or after the start they had to the year.
Yeah, exactly.
And how many people were saying they were the best team and stuff like that. Yes.
I mean, I was saying.
You were saying that?
Not the best, but the most explosive offense in the league. I was saying that for a couple weeks.
Yeah, a lot of TV guys were saying that that's the best team in the league, but I never agreed.
Not best team in the league, though. But it's just crazy. I think it's just crazy how far of a turn they took and just how long a football season is, just with injuries, of course, with Tua. And just with the different things, the ebb and flows. I mean, I don't know. And the only thing I want to also talk about the Dolphins is just the Tua situation. This is I think it's kind of sad because I feel like there is a big chance that Tua is not the quarterback for the Dolphins in the next couple of years.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
there is.
There is.
And I like Tua.
I like Tua too. But yeah, they treated him wrong. They definitely shouldn't even. They should have shut him down for a couple more weeks after what happened to him on that one game. Is that what game that was?
Yeah, where you got the second one.
Yeah, where he was really asleep.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
Fingers were curled. Yeah.
That one was fucked up.
Yeah. So.
You think they should have sat him out more a couple weeks than they did?
They might have. They probably should have shut him down for the year after that game.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I don't know. At least for the playoffs, till the playoffs, something like that, if they made it. But
when you see something like that, though, do you think it's like the fault of the? Like, whose fault is that? Because is it the...
In that situation, it's their fault.
So you don't think it's Tua's for saying, like, yeah, I have a concussion?
No. Definitely not Tua's fault. Absolutely not. It's their fault for not recognizing it and pulling him out. Because think about it. If you were in Tua's shoes and you had a concussion, are you going to... Unless you really are, messed up and know you need to get out the game, are you really going to be like, all right, I got a concussion? And tell somebody when you know if you don't say anything, you're going to keep playing.
I'm going to play. Yeah,
exactly.
That's true. I'm going to play.
I think that's just the competitor in him. It's definitely not Tua's fault. It's I don't know, from the coaches to the medical staff to the,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's that organization's fault for sure.
I could see that. The only argument or pushback I would have is that sometimes it's up to the players as in their grown men. That's something I've been seeing a side of it that I've seen that I think I kind of didn't think of at first is it's up to hey, you're a player, you're a grown man, you have to be able to say for yourself sometimes I don't think I should be going out there.
That's
and
true.
If you're also pushing it to go out there, it aids the coaches to being saying, okay, then what can we do to get him out there?
Right. I see what you're saying.
But it goes both ways, I think, with that. It's hard to look at. But with the Dolphins, we talked about if they don't make the playoffs, that would be disappointment. We both agree on that. But do you think that even is going to be a conversation? Are they going to make it? And if they don't make it, who do you think is going to be in there? So it'd really just be the Patriots, Jets, or Steelers. Because the Titans, they're going to win the AFC South and be in or not, or it don't matter. These are the three teams that are going to get in.
Shit, I don't know.
I think they'll probably be in, if I'm being honest. I'm going to call the Dolphins getting to the playoffs, honestly.
Well, if the Dolphins don't make it, I think the Patriots will.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Because, that's who they play next week. So,
That's
if
true.
the Dolphins lose that game and the Patriots win, then they take the tiebreaker, I'm sure, and take their spot. And then they just got to win that next game, I think. And the Dolphins don't have Tua and all that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
This week, Dolphins and Patriots, who will be. I'm going to wait for predictions to even see who I could win that game.
Yeah.
But, I think the Dolphins are going to get in. But if the Dolphins don't get in and I have to pick my team, come on now, I'm saying the Steelers. If the Dolphins aren't going to get to the playoffs, I'm saying the Steelers are going to get to the playoffs.
Got you.
And actually, for that to happen, again, I need the Patriots to actually beat the Dolphins this week. So, actually, if the Patriots end up beating the Dolphins, which means the Dolphins wouldn't get to the playoffs, I have something to be still excited for and look towards.
Facts.
All right, that's all I got for the AFC.
Me too.
I'm just going to leave that there because we could do Super Bowl and all this, but now I'm just going to leave that there. All right, now moving on to the NFC. The Eagles clinched the playoffs, If they win any of the next two games, they clinch the division. They clinch the playoffs and they clinch the division and conference if they win any of the next two games, which means they would be first in the NFC. Shit. The Vikings clinch division, and they're at number 2. 49ers clinch division. Cowboys clinch playoffs. It's really the same as last week. In the hunt, Buccaneers 7-8. They won last week. They pretty much, I think, would have to win out to get in the playoffs and be the first in the NFC South. Giants, no change at 6. Commanders, no change at 7. So really, it's the exact same now that I'm looking at it. The NFC playoff run is the exact same as it was last week. No movement. The only teams that could be getting in, Packers are interesting right now. If they win out, they have a good chance of getting in. The Lions are at 9 right now. They had a bad loss last week.
Mm-hmm.
The Seahawks are at 8. They also had a bad loss last week, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So the NFC, I think, has a better chance of shaking up who will be in the playoffs. I don't think the Giants and the Commanders will both get in. I think that's going to change.
Yeah.
I don't want to guarantee the Bucs are going to get in, so I guess let's get into it and just start at 4. You think Buccaneers are going to keep where they're at and get to the...
Yes, I would definitely. I would guarantee that one.
You would guarantee that one?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm trying to look at the schedule right now to see like who they're...
They got the Panthers next week, and then I don't know who they got at week 18.
Yeah, I'm going to look real quick. Bucs. They have Panthers and Falcons the last 2 weeks. Those are 2 division games. I think every team has 2 division games in the season. I'm kind of noticing.
Most of them.
Panthers, Falcons, yeah, they probably got to win both of those to get in.
Yeah.
So that could go either way. I'm gonna bet on Tom Brady to get it, but that could really go either way. Giants. Oh damn! What the fuck? That was crazy. Let me get a little bit of water. Hold on, sorry.
That was funny.
That was crazy. Damn. I just stretched my vocal cords there. I think that's it's like being on TV, being on shows, you know. Where's your voice at, I guess? Giants. The Giants have to play the Colts and the Eagles their last 2 games. They probably...
That's tough.
That is tough.
Watch the Colts have like a crazy good game this week and beat them. I could see the Giants falling out.
Between the Giants and the Commanders, who do you think is more likely to stay in? I think... I don't even quite. Between the Giants and the Commanders, who's more likely to stay in?
Probably the Giants. Just because they are... I mean, they are a game ahead.
That's true.
But,
and they have the tiebreaker, I think.
Yeah, and they got more stability over there. The Commanders, I think they just changed back to
Carson.
Wentz.
Yeah.
So they're flip-flopping. They don't know what to do. They're 7-7-1, literally 500.
And they have the Browns and Cowboys. Yeah, I think it's the Giants are most likely to stay in.
So I want the Lions to get in.
You want the Lions in?
Yeah, I want them to beat the Bears, and then who do they got?
The Lions have. They have the Bears and the Packers.
They can do that.
They could do that.
They can do that.
They probably. They definitely have to win out.
Yeah, they do.
Because if the Packers win their next game and the Lions win their next game, whoever gets in is probably, if the Seahawks, lose 2 or get out of there, right. Whoever wins that last game between the Lions and the Packers is who's probably going to get in.
Facts.
So it's really, if I had to ask you, Packers, Lions, who do you think is going to win that game?
I got Lions.
I would.
Is it in? It looks like it's in Green Bay.
Yeah, I think it is in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Lambeau.
That's tough.
That is tough.
Maybe the Packers in. In that case, I want the Lions all day, but.
I got Packers. I think if the Commanders get out, Packers will be who gets in, and I know how bad I've been talking about them all year, but that's
who does the Seahawks play week 18?
Let me look.
Good. Excuse me.
A little tired?
A little bit.
I feel it. Seahawks play... Hold on. Wrong thing. Hold on. Damn, they play the Jets, and then week 18 they play the Rams, which is interesting. They could lose or win.
Jets get Mike White back next week, so they're gonna be
better.
Yeah, in Seattle. Yeah, I don't know.
Both of them are at home in Seattle, though.
Yeah, I think either the Lions or the Packers are gonna get in over the Commanders.
And yeah, I agree with that as well. And then. I mean, I guess if you want to give a Super Bowl prediction, you can. Mine is the same as it's been the last 3 weeks, 49ers and Chiefs.
Yeah. 49ers versus the Chiefs?
Yeah.
Who do you got winning that? Chiefs? So, I would be different because I think that's probably the most likely.
Yeah.
I'll be different, and I'll say let's go 49ers versus I'll say the Bills. 49ers and the Bills.
49ers and the Bills. And speaking of the Bills, and I just wanted to ask this question.
I wouldn't be surprised about the Vikings, though. I'll say that. But what about the Bills?
If like just how hyped the Bills were at the beginning of the season, they were by far the hypest team to win the Super Bowl. Everyone was talking about them.
Right.
If they even don't make it to the Super Bowl, is their season a disappointment? I would say yeah.
Yeah, probably. But they did lose their. I guess I would say he's best safety. They lost Micah Hyde. They lost Von Miller.
Yeah. So
at the same time,
it's up there. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. But I think every team's disappointed, especially in that situation. You're the best team, supposedly. You don't make it to the Super Bowl again. You still haven't made it to the Super Bowl since who knows when, like 1990 something.
Probably something. I couldn't even throw a year out there.
I don't know. But yeah, it'd be disappointment. But like I said, they've dealt with a lot of injuries. Yeah.
Okay. I think I get what you're saying, but I'd say probably yeah. And then second, if Chiefs lose to the Bengals in the playoffs, specifically if that happens, are we going to say the Bengals are a better team than Chiefs?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
I agree. That is all I have for the playoff predictions. Fantasy. Man, we said 2 weeks ago, last time Camby was sitting next to me, I had to beat Terrence, and if I beat Terrence, we'd be in a game. And since that's happened, I beat Terrence, I beat Camby. Now I'm in the final round of my playoff, I'm in the final round of fantasy. This is the last round, right?
Yeah, it's championship.
Championship of fantasy. We're going to win that as well. I am predicted to lose that game. I was also predicted to lose to Camby. Predictions mean nothing. I'm not fazed by it. I'm not worried by it. I'm going to start my players, the best players I have on my roster, and I'm going to sit there and I'm going to watch them play, and I'm going to give them the same love and respect and treatment I've been giving them for the past 18 weeks. We are 10-4. We have one more game to win. I'm going to win it. I know you have 2 fantasy leagues that you're in. You can talk about, how you felt about the loss. Tough loss, great game, respect.
You got lucky, bro. You got Nick Folk. He dropped a donut for me. That fucked me up. Justin Herbert, 7.1 points, bro, against the Colts. So my quarterback and my kicker combined for 7.1. And your quarterback and your kicker combined. Well, your kicker had 19, so that's what really killed me. And I think you won by 10. But anyways, good game. Whatever. You got lucky. I hope you win it.
I hope I win it too. Yeah. The second league, how are you still in it?
Yeah, I'm in the championship against Cade.
Damn, Cade's in 2 championships?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, yeah. Let's give him the double O.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's give him the double O.
Definitely.
Yeah, that has to happen. But that's all I got to say about fantasy. Like, same thing I've been saying every year. Same thing I've been saying every week. We win. We go 1 week at a time, and we did it. Now we're at the final week. There's only one thing left to do.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished. There's only one thing left to do. We're taking it 1 week at a time. Predictions. That's the end. Then we're going to get out of here, and we're making great time. 33 minutes. This is what Garrett's football show is supposed to be.
That's what it's all about.
I don't know if it's because, it's the end of the season, so it's easier to wrap things up, or if I'm just getting better at hosting shows, or if it's a little bit of both, but
probably.
We're going to get you guys out of here fast. Tonight, when we're filming this Thursday, Cowboys at Tennessee. I got Cowboys.
Cowboys by a landslide.
Landslide?
Yeah, the Titans are starting their third string guy, Josh Dobbs.
I didn't know what happened to Willis.
I don't know. I didn't see that, but Josh Dobbs.
Well, yeah, starting. Cowboys by a landslide, definitely. Cardinals out Falcons. I got to say Falcons. The Cardinals are completely unraveled.
Yeah, I'd say Falcons too.
Damn, a whole other page. Shit. Hold on, guys. My printed thing, it's messing up. I got to do it on the phone. Damn, I can't even do my whatchamacallit.
Thank God for technology, right?
Hell yeah. I can't even, do my little highlights and shit so I can easily see what I get.
Yeah.
We're going to figure this out. Week 17. Yeah. All right, Colts at Giants. Colts at Giants. I got Giants.
Yeah, me too. Giants.
Steelers at Ravens. I got Steelers.
I got the Ravens.
We said Cardinals out Falcons already. I got the Falcons.
Me too.
Is going back again to that Steelers game, is Lamar playing?
I think he's questionable again.
Okay. Bears at Lions. I got Lions.
Me too.
Broncos at Chiefs. Chiefs.
All day.
Dolphins at Patriots without. I'm going to go Patriots.
Me too.
Saints at Eagles. Without Jalen Hurts again, I think. I got Eagles still.
I got the Saints.
Panthers at Buccaneers. I got Panthers for some reason. I got Panthers.
I got the Buccaneers.
Browns at Commanders. I got Commanders.
Commanders.
Jaguars at Texans. I got Jaguars.
Jaguars.
49ers at Raiders. I got 49ers.
Me too.
Jets at Seahawks. I'm going to go Jets.
Me too.
Vikings at Packers. I'm going to go Vikings.
Vikings.
Rams at Chargers. I'm going to go Chargers.
Chargers all day.
And the Monday night game, I've been looking forward to this for a couple weeks. Bills at Bengals. I think this is going to be a potential playoff matchup. I think this is potentially a game for us to get our eyes on potentially the best team in the AFC. I got the Bills winning.
Okay, I got the Bills too. Yeah, I think I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to be all that close. We'll see.
I think this game is going to just determine like a lot. I guess it's not a playoff game, but it's in Cincinnati.
It means something.
It means something. I
means
think
a lot.
Yeah.
I agree.
So
I got the Bills.
I'd say if the Bengals win, they beat the two best teams in the AFC going to the playoffs. That's scary.
If the Bengals win, they're going to the playoffs with a whole bunch of confidence. I think.
Yeah, that's scary.
I think they would be the best team in the AFC if they win.
They'd have to be, yeah, probably.
So, yeah.
But I got Bills.
Me too.
That's episode 17 of Garrett's Football Show. Thank you for coming on.
For sure.
One more week, and then we get to the playoffs. Thank you for watching. That's a wrap.